Hey, today we're going to be working on my 2010 Mitsubishi Lancer. As you can see, we've got it right here. Nice little car. We've already chucked some new wheels on it, 18-inch wheels, just to replace the stock ones. Should be pretty good. But we're going to actually be looking at swapping over the headlights to some LED ones. I'll show you those in just a moment. So we're going to have to take the front bumper off and then swap those over. Probably also going to be looking at swapping over these side lights and maybe debadging these. I haven't decided yet. I do have the side lights, so we will be doing those. You can see here, so we've got the headlights, we've got the LED strip that goes around. We've got some LED lights that are going to go in here. We've got the HOD kit that we will work out how to install in just a moment. But those will replace the stock ones that are already on there, so these should look pretty good. I'm gonna have to take off all of these. There's a little friend there. The main ones we're gonna take off are these ones along here. There's also one hidden down there we'll have to take off. So while Father's taking off those bolts, I'm going to work on the side lights here, just to get them out of the way. They're pretty simple. So that's the old ones you can see there. They're going to get replaced by these. Just blacken them out, should make it look a bit better. These are sequential, so it should also make it a bit more nicer looking at night. So we just put that one aside. Pretty easy to take these off. You just slide it back and then it pretty much comes out like that. Then all we should have to do really is just give it a bit of force. Let's put this down for a sec. Should just be able to compare it to. There we go, comes off just like that. And the new one should just a bit of force. And then that goes back. Nice and simple. While I was doing that, Father did a bit more. Do you just want to explain what you've done since the top ones?
So we're going through and taking out the bolts that are holding the front bumper to the chassis of the car. So there's 4 bolts along the top and there's 2 bolts behind the number plate. So I've removed the number plate and to access the bolts there, and then there is a series of screws underneath here which we'll take off next.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Just a few more screws and clips along the inside arch. You can sort of see where that line is. That's where we have to stop. We don't have to go the whole way around. We have to do that on both sides. See how we go. We might move the wheel in, make it a bit easier. But what do you reckon, Dad? Do you think you got it? Pretty down pat, all set.
I need some tape, so the duct tape that's in there.
In here, or was that allowed to stop? Yeah, hang on. So do you just literally have to just keep yanking it?
Assuming it.
Because you have to do this side first, because otherwise the whole thing will snap. Forward or back? Literally a clip.
Got it?
Hang on.
Oh, there's a tape or something, isn't it?
cable is only with the fog lights. So now we've got the front bumper off. We've got about a little bit of a clean. It's 12 years worth of dirt built up on there. So nice and simple. And now just the bolts you can see on the exterior. There's one more there, and I think it's just those three, and it should just pull right off. Just have to watch the clips here, or just to make sure you don't yank the cables too hard. I'm guessing the huge connector will just run underneath here or something.
That's the plan.
Zip ties.
Yeah, zip ties can do anything.
They can do anything. Jump around that side real quick. Just a little bit of tape. Unless there's another. Oh no, there's one here. Oh, it looks. Oh, there. One of these two. I'll hold it while you're doing
Do you reckon that's it?
that.
Yeah, it is.
Whole car falls apart the second you take off this one bolt. I think it's one of those slider ones, so I think if you slide it now, it's loose. No? Oh, they actually made it screw in all the way. Oh. Is there something else we're missing?
What do you reckon that is?
And then it should just slide in. After a little bit of negotiating with it. Well, somewhat out. Just disconnect everything. Just weight reduction. Alright, we got both sides off, nice and simple. Once we worked out what was happening on there, they hook into this little clip here, so we just had to use the tool to pry it up so then the whole thing came out. If we just come back over here, we're just working out what bolts we have to swap across. As far as we're aware, it's just the
I can't see where it's going to go.
high beams. What do you mean?
Where the other bolt's going to go.
Unless there's one already in there.
There is one in there.
Alright, we'll just plug it in and see what happens. Alright. Go back down. We'll do a... Oh, the plastic on the outside. We'll do the pull after. Lovely. Now we're just going to try and line it up as best we can. Mind to take the plastic off. Leave the plastic on. Keep it all fresh. Never get it damaged. I think that has to come off because I think you just want to go under because it's based on. Alrighty, so we got the headlights on. A little bit more of a hassle than we thought. Basically, we've got these big boxes that power. Was it the power the LEDs? I guess. The boxes.
The boxes is it powers the headlights, plus it works the sequential indicators.
Sure. So we just had to work out how to. Alright, so I did it off camera, but we've debadged things here pretty straightforward. Just use like orange power or goo remover, and then just any sort of plastic version of a paint scraper or anything like that. You can use a heat gun and then peel it off, but we just found using some flat dull scraper seemed to take it off, and we just did that. We did the same on this side as well as over here. We did the same on both sides. Gave it a pretty clean look overall. When you look on the side profile, it gets rid of the chrome, so it's just black and white. So pretty much besides that, the front is back on.